Hello YouTube, and today we'll be looking at Age of the Prime's Vortex, which is so far my newest mold of a figure, and just newest figure as of release in general, which is kind of sad, because my previous one was Legacy Shadow Striker, and this was the only Legacy toy I have. There's a bunch of figures I really want from Legacy, like Tarn, and the Commander class Optimus Prime and a couple of others, but I didn't really get around to the time. I'm planning to buy them eventually, just not right now. But anyways, that video is not about Shadow Striker, even though you should watch my video on her. Anyways, it's about Age of the Prime's Vortex. And, this guy's exciting because a new Bruticus, and like Bruticus is my favorite Transformer ever, and just in general, anything. It's just Bruticus is my favorite, and this guy is part of Bruticus. This guy arrived on Monday. I didn't make a video because I was sick, but anyway, I'm just excited for the new Bruticus because Bruticus is like my favorite. I still have the box for Vortex. I like the box art and the Bruticus picture, because the Bruticus, the Bruticus, it's the Bruticus. I know people have already probably pointed this out, but because it's my first Age of the Primes figure, I just noticed that this is one of the old comic book designs for Liege Maximo. Just thought it was pretty cool that they're going to do a toy for that, because that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool in the general. Yeah, but this guy's pretty cool. He's painted. There's not a terrible amount of paint, but there is paint, and where it is, it's pretty good. And I do like this gunmetal gray metallic thing that he is. That his plastic, for the most part, is. It's a good color, in my opinion. Anyways, time for the board of size comparisons. We get the Vortex, that's his name. Here he is with Legacy Shadow Striker, which is a deluxe. They're both deluxes. You can see that Vortex is about a little less than a head taller. And here he is with my knockoff Voyager. No, not Voyager. Here he is with my knockoff. Yeah, actually, never mind. He is a Voyager. My knockoff Voyager, the Last Night Megatron. Actually, he's not. He's actually a really good knockoff in general. He does have his swords just over here, but he's actually a pretty good knockoff for knockoff standards. He's pretty much exactly the same as the original figure, just it's painted differently in slightly cheaper plastic, and also for some reason the waist panels are die-cast, but this video isn't about him, it's about Vortex. But anyways, you should watch my video on him too. But that's how it goes, scales with a Voyager class. That's all for size comparisons. Now give me a moment while I set up for the rest of the video. Okay, and for articulation of the Vortex, yes, I know this technically isn't the instructions. Technically, the instructions is supposed to stay like this, but I personally like them being closed because there's a hinge there, and why not, I guess. But articulation, his head is on a ball joint. You can look about that far sideways each way. You can look about yay far back and yay far down, not really that much, but that's okay. His arms can go about that far up on the side. He has about 90 degrees at his arms, and these like panel things can like move and articulate a bit. He also has forearm movement that can go all the way. Oh yeah, his head can also go all the way. His hips also all the way. His legs can go about that far forward and back. No, a little bit more than all the way out. Actually, that is all the way out. It's just like more, I don't know. He has a thigh swivel. His knees only go to 90, but it's okay. It could be a bit better, but yeah, it's okay. And it has like this thing at the ankle where you can kind of make the knee look like it's bent a bit more or something. I don't really know what this is for to really. But his toes can bend due to transformation and like do that. So does his heel. And then he has all the ankle tilt and stuff. So yeah, that's his articulation. And on to transformation. I'm going to grab all of his accessories and just put them off to the side. And you can technically take off the back propeller. I'm just not going to, because it's kind of tight sometimes, and I don't really want to right now. So first, you're going to want to rotate the head 180, and there's this thing that you can pull up, and that can fit around the head. Then you bring down the landing gear in the back of his head, because it has landing gear and stuff. Then you want to straighten out the arms and just bring this thing down, the helicopter tail panel down, just like bring this thruster engine forward. Technically in the instructions it's supposed to be like that for robot mode. I keep them out because it kind of looks like flamethrower shooty things or whatever, I don't know. Just do that, then do that on the other side, and grab the tip of the tail fin and bring that out. Okay, and then you want to move these forward like that for now, rotate them around, bring this big panel thing sideways, collapse his feet, peg them together at both this point and in his foot. Actually, that's 3 spots. There, and in his foot. My bad. Click those into place. Then you want to Combiner Wars his legs together. And then there's this tab in the top that connects into the cockpit of the helicopter. And then you just want to close those bits back up. Then you want to rotate this piece back until it like thoops into place. Then sort of straighten out the arms, and there's this hinge here on the inside that you can move, and then you want to straighten that out. And there are tabs in this like gun thing that slot into these pieces on like the hump of the propeller start thing. And just straighten that out and do the same with the other side. And just tab all of that together. Then you want to bring down the tail fin. What's it called? I forget what's called right now. Then just spread out the propellers. That actually spins really well. It actually spins pretty well, in my opinion. The back one, not so much. It's just, what's it called? I'm sorry, I don't have the words right now. But yeah, you can do that, and then you can just grab the accessories. There's a bunch of these like tabs and things all over it. The personal configuration that I prefer and is also on the back of the box is that you take his bigger gun with the scope and just tab that onto this side, then flip them over. I grab this gun. There's this tabs right above the head that plug in there. Prefer this configuration just because it kind of fills in this kind of slope towards the tail end, because there's just the head kind of blocky right there. I don't know, I just like it better. And there you go. I think it looks pretty cool with the blue stripe running down the front. And they got the that's the word, the ailerons. The ailerons on the propeller blades is kind of cool, so you can adjust the angle, so you can get like more or less control, no, lift, lift, or things for control and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to fly a helicopter. So yeah. And now give me a moment to set up the size comparisons. Okay, and for size comparisons, here is Vortex with a Legacy Shadow Striker. I mean, if you cut off the tail end of the helicopter, they're practically the same size. And here he is with my knockoff Voyager, the Last Night Megatron. There we go. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Please feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps this tiny little channel thingy-majiggy of mine. And see you next time. And goodbye.